Hello, my name is Sam Eldon. Again, my name is Sam Eldon, and this site, sameldon.com, is my personal resume or CV. So, pretty much, this is my resume to the world, and this site will present my analysis, my architect, my tools, and project. We hope you like it. Uh, the question is, what really business are looking for. So if we gonna look at what they really need, they need accelerate their business with the crazy AI that is going on right now. Everybody want to get a piece of the AI. Everybody want to get on the top of the AI. Also transform their business. You know, give growth to their business as well as map their organization future with the digital innovation. How can they do that, or what can we do for them? What we can do for them is basically our answer is unleash the following, the power of the following. Machine learning. Machine learning would be running in the background of every software there will be. Machine learning is going to be part of the structure of everything to do. Of course, AI, cybersecurity, and DevOps. These are the foundation that we base all our software, regardless if it's AI or or just regular software, we do that. Now, for them to function, you need big data analysis. What I mean by that, we got to go to big data, get the data, get the information that this machine learning AI and the dev you be able to use to do their job. So again, as I said, machine learning would be running in the back, but here the machine learning analysis is going to, access big data to support all the above. Now, since the internet is a hub of data, you know, the internet is nothing but data exchange. It's a hub for information and data. So in order for you to be able to transfer data and secure it and those, we believe compression and encryption is critical to uh, such a you know such a hub. So the internet need compression and encryption to be able to move data, as well as cyber security and all that. Now, the next is what we call data centers, or now they call it AI data centers, as well as AI development centers. These are big, huge project, and it costs billions of dollars to run even, and it's energy hungry, or it uses a lot of energy in heating and running and cooling it and running it. We have a whole new way of thinking. Pretty much we'll cover this extensively, saying that every data center or AI center, development center, or AI data center will be self-sufficient, energy self-sufficient. It would use the environment around it to cool as well as run all the processes within. We'll cover this a little more in details. Now, uh, just to be able to put a picture or what just what we said, this is the picture. So this is the structure we have for all our businesses and all our projects. Pretty much you have the self-sufficient AI data center as well as AI development center. This is the foundation, and we need redundancy. We need more, more than one, and they communicate as well as they exchange data and they they keep. But the size of each one, we design it to be optimum. Now this foundation or this, data center, the physical data center with all its servers, would support all our, our what we call our engines or uh, our tools in this. So we need pretty much we need algorithm and the know-how, which would support our machine learning, the management, the tracking and update. We want to keep things up to date. This one itself would support our AI model and agent, as well as if we're using some other AI in the market, that would also support it. And that also supports cybersecurity. So as you go up, you find yourself actually building on the top of another. Then we get to the last, which is the foundation. In other words, is the foundation structure of anything. So pretty much the servers in here, this would be the one that running it. The DevOps is pretty much run the data center, but we have a new way of thinking in this. When you the DevOps is basically the hardware and the software you need to run. But if you're sitting on a machine or you're using an operating system or using anything, you need that system to support you. So now this is also takes a long time to build and a long time to test. So we creating what we call DevOps editor. In other words, you're using an editor like you're using Microsoft editor to create a document, but this, and instead of Microsoft editor creating a document, this DevOps editor will be creating networks, will be creating running system, will be creating an entire cluster of network and would run would run our actually database, and that in itself is a support for all the project, either software project, AI model agent, or any project. Again, to repeat what I just said, we have the foundation, we have to have redundancy. This foundation is a self-sufficient. It doesn't use any energy from outside. It creates its own energy. And as you go up in the scale, you have machine learning. As I said, machine learning would be running in the background of everything, and you use machine learning to build the your AI to support the AI, and the AI support cybersecurity, and all of this support the DevOps and the Edison. Now, this is just a quick overall picture of our tools and project, how it be done. If we go back, if we cover my site, my resume to the world, this is my architect. I'm here talking about virtualization. I'm here talking about intelligence. I'm here talking about data, and I'm here talking about automation and security. At the same time, in this table, I have what we call current project. Where the current project, I have presentation in here, and this presentation is the one I prepared to talk to investors about what we just covered up there, what we just did. This would be the details for all that. And then we have the investor for the investor project. We have up to 9 projects. Each project is, as I said, will also cover it in other presentation. But the customers or anybody are welcome to go there. There's plenty of documentation for you to use. Then we get to the tools. As we said again, machine learning, automation. Now, this is what we call the structure of machine learning, and this is the detection. And now, this detection and automation need fast, efficient, bare metal server. It need the hardware to be a specific feature to meet all this demand. Also, the artificial intelligence, how we view artificial intelligence and our artificial intelligence project. Then we get back to the DevOps, the one that I just explained, that create the network. And then all of this must be tested. So we have virtual testing and visual modeling that is very critical for all the development of all this. As we talk about data, when we talked about data streaming and encryption, this is what we are presenting here, our encryption and our compression. And then we're gonna also be talking about, the energy self-sufficient data, AI data center, and AI data development. Now, if we go back to the presentation that I have prepared for the investor, this is what it looks like. If we make it a little bigger, you know, so pretty much we'll be covering all this. Now, the question is to create a video, the video for us to be able to post it, mail it, and all that, we need to make the size of the video somehow limited. We try to make it between around 5 minutes. So this way it's not, it doesn't take a whole lot of space, as well as it can be more manageable. So if we go back to Sam Eldon, as I said, my site is pretty much my tools, my resume to the world, as well as my tools, analysis, and project. And we'd be more than happy to answer question. And that's the first video, and we hope we see you in the other videos.